Okay, so this is my PvP build. It's worked very well so far. It's kept me alive. It's kept me pinging people. So it's, it's your basic Jaws unstable bomber build. I absolutely love it. So we're using main is the Jaws. Secondary, we're using the Gulped lore, which I've never used before. But in PvP, it really comes in handy. Really comes in handy against those bingo players. And we'll go through why in a bit. For armor, we are using 3-piece Stormweaver. So you get that rolling stamina cost reduction, get your bonus mag, but you got take damage, grant stacks of powered armor, damage reduction +4 for 10 seconds. It's just good. Free damage mitigation. Love it. And obviously, the 2-piece Lone Wolf gives us that, again, more mag capacity and extra crit rate, which is really nice. We're using the Shaman Vulture Top. After triggering UB, crit rate +35 for 3 seconds. That's going to help us trigger more unstable bombers and just do more damage in general. So let's look at the mods. On the Jaws, we've got Unstable Bomber, Inflict Stagger. This is really important because you can basically just lock the person down. If you just keep spamming them and you keep hitting those bombers, they're just going to stagger. They're not going to be able to move. They're not going to be able to shoot. They're going to be a sitting duck. It's really good. Which is also why we use it on the Gulped lore, because nothing's going to piss off a sniper more than making them stagger while they're trying to aim at you. If they're aiming at you and you can just pop out, bang, and then you make them stagger, it's great. So the Gulped lore has just a base 80% chance to trigger Unstable Bomber. That's it. It doesn't matter what your other stats are, it's just base 80%, you're going to bomb them. Which is great. Also, Unstable Bomber is guaranteed to deal crit damage. With every one weak spot damage, Unstable Bomber damage +1. We're not too worried about that. Because we've got crit bonuses, which really help do more damage. But yeah, if you can just make people flinch, it's the most annoying thing in the world. And they're going to hate it. So that's the mods in there. It really doesn't matter about the melee. I use a long axe, but you're never really going to hit the Fortress Warfare. So for armor mods, we're using Fateful Strike. We can get that crit damage, crit rate up 10%, which helps with the Jaws. You could run Momentum up, so you get +50%. So first 50%, you get +10% fire rate. Second half of the mag, you get plus damage. That is also very good. So the substats, my mods are not perfectly rolled at all. Most of my mods are for PvE focus. So we haven't got them. Ideally, you want things like minus weapon damage. That's probably the biggest one you want. If you can get all your mods with weapon damage bonuses to mitigate that damage, excellent. So we're going Fateful Strike. The mask, we're using Pinpoint Strike when it hits only one enemy, 25 damage. Again, this is set up for crit damage. Ideally, you just want as much damage mitigation as you want in PvP. For the top, we're using crit damage enhancement. Again, don't necessarily need this. You could very easily, you could use a life force boost. Giving an extra 12% HP is pretty good. So if you can get a life force boost with damage mitigation, then you're probably better off running that, honestly. That is a really good one. See, on the pants, we're using... I've got Deadshot Violent on there, but to be honest, it's not that great. I might just put a life force boost in there. Just because it's not doing... if you're going pure PvP, it's not doing much. So life force boost will probably benefit you a lot more. So I'd probably actually suggest doing that instead of that. Stormweaver gloves. We're using crit rate up, crit damage up. You can just go with the solid crit rate one if you want. It all depends on your substats. So again, I haven't got any with damage mitigation on because that's not what I focused on. If I was pure PvP, that's what I'd focus on. And then covered advance, because it's covered advance. It's like the only choice for anything. So that's the setup. So you're basically, the idea is just keep tagging them. Keep staggering them. As long as you're staggering them, then they're not going to be able to do anything against you. Which is why I really like the Gulped law. If a bingo build's trying to zero in on you and you just go, flinch, they're going to get really annoyed really fast. Really fast. Calibrations, ideally you want, for your jaws, ideally you'd want crit rate. I have one, but honestly, I'm not wasting it on Prismverse Clash because it's a really short scenario. I'd rather save my crit rate fast gunner to the next scenario. Gulped law, you probably want was it reload speed or bolt speed it can get? You probably want that. Onto the cradle. I haven't even got my full cradle unlocked. I'm only level 35. But using handgun enhancement, using agility for the weapon damage reduction when you roll. Remember, you're getting the stamina reduction on roll from the set, so you're going to be able to roll more, get that damage reduction up. Rapid aid, using tactical combo for weapon switching and reloading. Sprint to give me extra movement speed. First round blast after reloading, instant damage plus 25. When I unlock these, I'm not sure what I'm going to put on them. It won't be any of these probably, but maybe I'll make an update video when I hit 50 just to show you what I'm running. But that is it. That's how it works. It's been like, I'm a bad PvP player, but it's been able to get me to hold my own, you know? So if you're a PvE guy going into PvP, you're not sure, you haven't got perfect mods like a lot of these PvP players, this build, even without the focused reduction mods, will get you there. It'll let you do some work. Anyway, let me know what you think, put the comments down below, and I'll see you soon.